Hello, I'm Lisa Cregan, former equestrian and managing director, head of field leadership, readiness, and acquisition at Morgan Stanley. Welcome to the Climb, Pause, Lift series, which is designed to attract female athletes transitioning from sports to wealth management. The skills, attributes, and experiences you developed as high-level athletes match what it takes to succeed at Morgan Stanley. I invite you to join us. Bring your winning spirit and skills from sports to a dynamic career at Morgan Stanley. Today, I'm joined by Ara Talkov. Ara, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Lisa. I'm excited to be here.
Ara is a financial advisor and Global Sports and Entertainment Associate Director at Morgan Stanley on Park Avenue in New York City with the Metro Bay Group. Ara played women's basketball at Columbia University, where she was a 2-year captain. Ara was recognized as a Morgan Stanley Maker in 2022, the youngest ever since the program's inception in 2014, and she's a fierce advocate for diversity and inclusion, both in sport and in finance. So Ara, you went from playing basketball at Columbia to joining a large team based out of the Bay Area, and you're located in New York City. Tell us about that journey.
Yeah, absolutely. So when I started at Morgan Stanley, I began in the branch Analyst program, which is a 2-year rotational program where you get to kind of figure things out before you decide what you actually want to do, which was great because I was a political science major. I didn't have a finance background, so I really wanted the opportunity to learn different things before I made a decision on my career path. I actually ended up getting connected with a woman who has almost 40 years in the business, and she had a team originally based in San Jose, California. And I started to kind of have conversations with her and talk about, my potential future at Morgan Stanley. And she was the one that said, you were an athlete, you can do this, you have all the skills you need to be successful, and I want you to join my team.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So you went from one high-performing team to another high-performing team. How did your athletic career in basketball prepare you for that transition?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's so many skills that athletes have that when you're an athlete, you don't really think about it because everyone around you is an athlete. But I would say that the 3 skills that I would relate mostly to my day-to-day now are resiliency, coachability, and the ability to communicate. So resiliency, especially as a young female financial advisor, is so important because, of course, you get told no all the time. And I really think it's the same as, when you're on the court. It's next play. You have to keep moving. The game moves so fast. And coachability especially was important as a young female financial advisor as well, because I didn't know anything when I first started. I really had to learn and have amazing mentors and sponsors around me to coach me. And then additionally, the ability to communicate. Now with clients, the difference between them making a decision and not is my ability to effectively communicate. So those are just 3 of the many skills that we have as athletes that really helped me kind of get to where I am now.
What's been the biggest surprise since you began your career as a financial advisor?
I would say the work ethic, right? The fact that not everybody has the work ethic that athletes have. If you think about the numbers and athletes and their success, right? High school student athletes, only 2 to 3% of them actually end up going to the next level. And so there's something special and unique about athletes that really kind of make them successful. And when you're a student athlete, you don't think about it because everyone around you is so successful. But when you get to the real world, that difference in work ethic and that unique ability to, succeed is really powerful.
It totally is.
Yeah.
So Ara, you're a fierce advocate for diversity and inclusion, both in sport and in wealth management. What drives that passion, and what are you doing to make a difference in that space?
Yeah, I'm really passionate, just like you, about recruiting women into this business. And one of the things that I did at Morgan Stanley was I started an initiative called EDGE. And EDGE stands for Excellence in Diversity Through Growth and Empowerment. And what EDGE does is it provides resources, education, and peer shares for diverse financial advisors that are just starting in the business, right? And when new advisors come to Morgan Stanley, they might not have a network yet. They might not have people like you to lean on. And so we wanted to create that environment for them so that we could not just recruit diverse talent, but also retain it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Ara, thanks so much for sharing your story with us today. So appreciate you being here.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you for watching. I'm hoping you'll explore opportunities to transition from your sport to a dynamic career at Morgan Stanley. And I ask you all to embrace my mantra, to climb and develop your career, then at every step along the way, pause and lift someone coming behind. Morgan Stanley is a destination firm that welcomes, coaches, and guides all talented individuals to grow and succeed. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or go to the web URL. Until next time, I'm Lisa Cregan. Let's change the face of wealth management together.